Steve Glick and his wife Celinda love to give generously. But years ago, Steve had a reputation of being tight with his money.
My friends would joke around with me, and they would say when Steve would open his wallet up, George would be wiping his eyes because he was not used to seeing the daylight.
His ideas about money started to change when he became a Christian and heard about tithing at church.
I started to be taught about tithing and offerings and things like that, and being a cheerful giver. And I was thinking, how can you give and be cheerful at the same time? I felt like it was my money. I didn't realize the concept that everything is God's.
At the time, Steve made a modest living at a drapery company and started giving occasionally to church. Then, one night at a tent revival, he gave an offering. When his next payday came around, he noticed there was a little extra.
We were salary, so we got the same exact amount every week. And so I looked at my paycheck and I saw $30 more on it. It doesn't sound like much, but that's how God works. He shows us in little ways that He's with us, that He hears us, that He sees what we're doing.
After that, Steve began consistently giving 10% of his income to his church. He says as he did, doors opened up for better paying jobs.
Instantly started making way more than what I was making at the other place. And about a year and a half later, God opened up another door. I've been there for the last 17 years. It's been one blessing after another.
Steve also began giving to ministries like CBN.
God's showing me, you give from your heart, I'm going to bless you. More and more I'm able to expand on that, from the tithe to offerings and, partnering with places like CBN and watching God move,
He sees a connection between his obedience to give and God's blessings.
I can't afford not to give. It's become that important in my life, and I give knowing that, He's going to take care of all my needs, which He does. It's a promise. And so it's a privilege, really, to be able to give back how He's blessed me, and He has blessed me tremendously.